We are the Virtual Ball Boys, coming to you from New York and Illinois. Hey, did you get the memo? NFL is on Zoom. So come on, let's start the show. VBB with Chris and Matt. I fucked that up.
You know, I should have given you more time, but I wish I got you. I wish I wish I remembered the last part of the lyrics because I would have gotten you to say VBBFL real quick instead of NFL. VBBFL starts soon.
VBBFL starts soon.
Yeah, that'll be a hard thing to say real quick. Yeah, it's for whatever reason it is staying connecting to the chat, but other than that, it looks like the stream itself is up. So
and we are Kelsey is in the chat.
Kelsey's in the chat. For whatever reason cannot see the chat.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well I'll keep you updated with the chat.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I just refreshed and it looks like it's updated. I can hear you do Freebird.
Yep. Chris, do you know what a fungus lugubgus is?
No, I just thought that was nonsense from Walsh.
It absolutely is.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Yes. Well, yeah. Welcome to the Virtual Ball Boys Fungus Among Us, guys. This is our the fungus among us. This is week 7. Week number 7 of the VBBFL, and we only have 2 VODs up on YouTube. That is completely my fault. I will this tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm planning on, while watching week 17 stuff, editing and uploading all of the VBBFLs so that everything will be updated, including week 7, will be up on YouTube by the end of the day. Hopefully, I have no idea for sure, but I think I'll be able to get it done. But anyways, welcome to the week 7. Let's look at this slate here, folks. So we got it's all interdivisional play. So Escondido will be heading east and facing the Mansfield Weavers. In fact, I would say, if we're talking geography, this is the furthest away matchup.
I think you're right.
Because Mansfield's northeast, and I think Escondido's southwest.
Escondido's basically San Diego.
Okay, yeah, that's southwest. Yeah, so this is I think our in terms of distance, the furthest that a team will have to travel. So we'll see about that. And then Anaconda Mountaineers will be headed to Indiana to take on the Chicago Blacksmiths, and then that's Anaconda's now on the winning side of things, so we'll see if they can continue that. Our lesser matchup this week, Phoenix City tends to find itself here, but it's just because they're facing another team with a losing record here in the Brain Nerd Paladins. So that's gonna be your third matchup, and then the showcase matchup. The 2 teams sitting on top of their respective divisions here. That is the Perth Amboy Privateers at Weatherford Sheriff. There you go.
Very excited for this matchup.
Yeah, we have both Kelsey of the Mountaineers and Anthony of the Privateers in chat. So we'll try to get through the first matchup quickly, so that way we can jump to at least Anaconda. But yeah, let's go ahead. And let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
I
should probably get the document up.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. So I'm prepared this time. You guys will not be hearing my little clicky clack keyboard in the background. I got all of my dice rolls written down on a notepad here. So I am prepared to roll.
And Chris didn't tell me this, so he would appear more prepared than I was.
that is 1,000% true. No, I just you've done it before, right?
Yeah. No. I just copy and paste shit. From in the chat.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I got a notepad here. Chris,
I believe you mentioned that Anthony was the coach of the Privateers.
Yes. I meant the Sheriffs. I apologize. Yes, he's the Weatherford Sheriffs. In fact, that's true because the Weatherford Sheriffs, I should give Anthony credit. They've only had
Hard.
one loss on the year.
Yep.
And they are that was in week number 1 and they have not looked back since. So,
they're doing pretty good.
They're great. And by the way, that one loss was only by 1 point.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we'll see what happens here. All right, let's do it. Escondido Arsons at Mansfield Weavers. As we usually do, I'll take the home teams. You take the road teams. But before we even do that, let's coin toss here, folks. You're gonna go tails as usual.
I always call tails. I'm glad that you've learned.
Yes. So but it is a heads. It is heads.
All right.
So I'll take the ball.
Okay.
I'll take the ball. I don't usually. I'm a defer type of guy, but that
literally does not matter in this league.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for now I'll take control of things here. All right, Mansfield Weavers will start on offense. Let us do it with the first dice roll. All right, first dice roll for me is an 8 on the offense.
And I get a dirty 1.
Okay,
so advantage for you.
So that's advantage. And then, wow, that's rough. So that is a 2 at best for me.
Yep. That's a 4 for me.
All right, so Mansfield Weavers don't get the ball rolling. So let's see here. So Mansfield, I'm gonna say that Mario is going to come out. And Mario has a little trick up his sleeve this week. He actually has the power of one Cappy the Ghost thing.
Oh. Okay.
So but the first thing that he does is he throws his hat at Sonic, because that's just how it rolls usually. And so then Sonic, so then Mario, and who is holding the football, gets sucked into Sonic, and it's great and all until Mario realizes, oh wait, I should have given him the ball before getting sucked in.
No, so the ball just falls.
The ball is just dead inside of Sonic, essentially.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some. We got some.
I don't want to
happening here.
Like they never answered the question of what happens if Mario is holding something.
They never did. But
No.
my here's the VBBFL canon. Everything goes into
Everything goes
into
in.
body.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
So it's very concerning. But ultimately, Mario screws up, as he usually as he has been. Unfortunately, he
hasn't had a great start.
Not great. Not hasn't been doing much very well in the VBBFL generally. All right. So then that's that 0-0 Escondido Europe.
All right, that's going to start us off with a 21 on offense.
Oh, very nice. And that is a dirty 20, so you have advantage.
Okay. All right. I should mention, too, that the GMs of these teams are brothers.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Ricky and Gabe. Very nice.
Ricky and Gabe. Yep. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, I get advantage, so that's a 0. I did roll a nat 1 in there as well, though, so that's going to count towards the injury.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, so I'm go ahead and start our nat 1 counter here. And all right, here we go. And my response to that is a 21. So that is no good. All right. So we have no scores thus far. What did Escondido try to do here?
Asgore is going to be in, but Asgore is such like a huge body that it's really easy to read his movements. So Shadow knew which way he was going to throw the ball and was able to deflect it before a receiver could get it.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, that's Shadow of Mansfield. All right. Cool. All right, so that's the very quiet start. So now this is the end of the first quarter here, and Mansfield's going to try to start things off again with a 0.
Lovely. No, that's a 15.
Okay, so disadvantage here.
Disadvantage.
That's a 5. That's a -1. So
Okay, versus my 7.
All right, really not much progress here.
No.
Okay, so then, all right, so then Mario's gonna try this again. He's back to his normal self. He's gonna throw his cap. First, he's gonna throw the ball, and then at the same time throw with one hand throw the football, with the other hand throw the cap. Flappy Bird's gonna catch the ball, and then Mario is gonna be sucked into Flappy Bird, but not realizing that Flappy Bird is a unique bird in which it kind of goes up, it has a weird flight pattern. It's not used to it. Mario just ends up beginning to fly and then just falls face first into the ground.
I don't think this Cappy strategy is working out.
It's not working out for Mansfield. He wanted to bring a new tool to the table. It's not working out. And
Nope.
Because of that, we are scoreless after the first quarter. So
Yeah,
Escondido can now see if it can capitalize on the destruction of Mansfield.
Can we do anything? That'll be a 17 for offense.
A 17, that's very nice. All right, and that is a 25.
Okay, so disadvantage
Disadvantage.
against this really good defense. That'll be an 8.
Okay. And that is a 14. So
nothing happens again.
No, so yes, we are just quiet as can be here. What was Escondido trying to do?
They're gonna try some running this time, and Meta Knight is gonna try to take it up the middle. But I mean, despite all the armor and despite how tough he looks, Brainerd's still got some big boys on defense. And Kano and M. Bison just kind of stop him.
All right. There you go. So Escondido is halted in its place, and Mansfield has one more chance before the end of the half.
Yep.
To try to get anything going.
Just anything.
Anything. Cappy or no Cappy. Anything. That is a 4.
Versus my 7, so disadvantage.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's that 20, but that doesn't matter.
Nat 20 that can't count.
Yeah. All right. That's an 11.
All right. Versus another Nat 1 on my end. So Mansfield does manage to pull this one out.
The Nat 1 trope continues.
My Nat 1 curse is back.
It just continues. All right, so Mansfield does score. They finally did something. All right, here. Let's see. So Mansfield, I think this time, third time's a charm on the Cappy strategy. And Mario's already gotten a little bit of a talking to, hey, you shouldn't really just take control of your teammates like that. And Mario's just trust me, it's going to work. And Mario throws basically he hands the ball to Ratchet and then just places the hat on top of Ratchet since they're right next to each other. And Ratchet then has a full grown mustache. And it then starts dashing at even a higher speed than that we're used to seeing with the infusion of Mario and the Mario Ratchet scores for the first touchdown of the game.
Hell yeah.
And let's see what happens upon a kick from Mr. Fox. What is the stat for Fox? I actually forgot to check that before.
That is a 5.
That is a 5.
Fantastic kicker.
It is a good ass kicker, man. We have some
Let's see if it works.
We have some good kicks. Oh, 22.
Good shit.
That is a sexy kick from Fox. He boots it in. And also, the hat, Mario put his hat on the football so he could see what it looks like when the football goes through the uprights. He just wanted the aesthetic, nothing more.
This is your hyperfixation for this game.
Yes. These were all I've planned out tropes for the rest of this
Good.
today. So
Good.
this is all in the beginning. All right, so
All right,
7-0.
last drive by Escondido for the half. It's going to be an 8. Not great.
All right. Let's see what Mansfield does here. That is a 15, so this is
Okay. That is going to be a dirty one.
And a 24. So
okay.
No
Escondido being shut down today.
Yeah, what happens here?
Asgard's going to get the ball again. And it's not much I can really do. The defense is just so stifling. Like, Foxy's being covered really well by Shadow, so Asgard just kind of has to like chuck it to Ness, but the defenders are right there to just bring him down. There's nothing for him to do.
Yeah, it's just a complete shutdown on Escondido on the Mansfield defense here, as per usual. So there you go. So then that is the end of the first half right there.
Yeah.
And 7-0 for Mansfield, and Mansfield will now take the reins to start the second half here. See if they can build on their lead in any way, shape, or form. That is a 2 to start things off.
All right. Oh, by the way, I did do the Ron modifier for the ball handling check last time. Did not make a difference, obviously.
Okay.
That's a 4, so you're at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, that's a 9.
Okay. And that's an 8, so success.
All right, Mansfield builds on its lead here. All right, so the team has collectively told Mario to fuck off with the cap for a bit.
Okay.
And so Mario is just like fine, and he throws it to Flappy Bird to kind of make up for the fact that he nosedived Flappy Bird earlier. And Flappy Bird then just flutters into the end zone. And even though Incineroar did try to swat him down because cat and bird situation there.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. I forgot to put the score down, and I also have to kick.
Yes, you do.
We got some kickings to do. So
I want to do some kicking.
I just want to kick. All right, 16. That is nice.
Lovely.
Kick from Mr. Fox.
Good kicking today by Fox.
Yes, he's looking real nice. I wonder if NBC will have better kicking.
That's a 16 on offense.
you just moving. You're moving on. You're not dwelling on that one. All right.
That's fine.
Here we go. Well, that's also a 16. So we got
so it's straight up and down.
Straight up and down.
Oh, that's a dirty 1 for ball handling.
Oh, but you're lucky because I got a nat 1, so you are good. Escondido succeeds despite the roll.
Miraculously, Kumator is in a quarterback, and she sees an opening because the other team forgot to remember that this person was a player, and she threw it to phone guy, who received the call and also the ball, and then got into the end zone.
The call, the ball. He's going to the mall.
He got them all.
Yeah, and he's really tall.
Is he?
You know what? In our canon, yes, he's a wide receiver. He's our Julio Jones of the NFL of the VBBFL, I should say. You must kick.
Yeah. Forgot about that part because we haven't been scoring all damn game. All right, Chanta's going to come up. She's got a +5, and she makes it.
Ah, beautiful.
Easy.
Beautiful. our kick. This is a real kicker game right now. Look at that normal football score for once, 14-7. Wow. There you go. All right.
That's weird.
Let's see what happens now. This is the end of the third. That's a 4.
That's a 4?
Sure, 4.
Well, that's a 14.
Well, fuck me. All right. That's That's a 3.
That's a 3. And that's a 9. So Escondido gets a stop.
Yeah, nothing on Mansfield. All right, so Mario decides to throw it. Actually, he's gonna throw it to one of the offensive linemen. We're gonna say it's Frank West. Frank West is gonna be out as a tight end. He's gonna throw it to Frank West, but he forgot the football on the sidelines. Instead, he threw Cappy again.
Oh no!
And he has become Frank West instead, but Frank West has no football to score it with. So
how did they let that happen?
Yeah, I don't know, but no one saw that he didn't have the football. So Mario has seen the insides of a lot of his teammates today. But you know that's the kind of teammate on teammate bonding you need as a collective.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, trust me, it'll work for them eventually. They'll remember these moments for a long time. All right,
God damn it.
So it's 14-7 at the end of after 3 quarters here, and Escondido has 2 shots here to get back in there.
Let's see what we can do. I almost posted this into the Twitch chat for some reason. That's a 17.
Okay. Kelsey's just like, make it stop. Alright, that's 10.
Okay.
So that's advantage.
That is a nat 20.
Oh, baby. Escondido is looking to tie this up.
The offensive line of Sweet Coon and Claire Redfield open up just the most beautiful running room for Ness to go through. He sees it almost as in disbelief on how perfect of a pathway it is, and he just goes, okay, and starts running.
All right, so then it's and then you can tie this up, or you could go for 2.
I think we should kick.
Okay.
I do not trust going for 2 against this defense.
No, totally understand.
That's an 11. Good kick.
All right.
Little shakier than the last one, but still goes through.
Yeah, but
it's like just on the inside of the goalpost.
Yeah, regardless, it's a tied game here, 14-14 with 1 drive left for each of these teams, yeah, we could be looking at overtime. I'm hoping. I don't know.
We could. Let's see.
All right, Mansfield now gets its start on offense. That is a 0.
Oh boy. That's a 14.
Okay, so disadvantage. Oh, well, that's a nat 1. Oh, it was a nat 20 and a nat 1.
And a nat 1.
But the disadvantage is what counts. So that's a second. Well, I mean, the nat 1 would have counted anyway towards the counter. Yeah. But irregardless, that means that the drive falls dead regardless.
Before anyone in the chat yells at you, irregardless is not a thing. It's not a word.
Whatever. I've heard it before and I used it.
Well, it's not because like Chris, what does regardless mean?
I don't want to have this conversation.
Okay.
It's okay.
I rolled just to make sure I didn't get a nat 1. But
I trust. I understand that you are correct. I'm not ready to nitpick that element of this. All right. Yeah. So Mansfield falls apart here. Once again, Mario, they have taken his cap, so he is without his cap. Which Mario, he kind of like needs to really have his superpowers here, or at least his abilities. So he went to throw deep, and the ball kind of just like almost like medicine balled, like just completely fell at the feet of Atreus, who was out and looking to catch the ball, and that was on 4th down. So Mansfield falls flat here. All Escondido needs to do is get a score, and they win the game.
Yeah, let's see what happens. That's an 8.
Okay, that's a 21.
Okay, disadvantage. That is a 2.
And that is a 20, which means
Oh boy.
we have our first overtime game. But go ahead and describe what happens at the end of the end of regulation here.
Kumatora is going to get the ball and try to do the play again where she throws to Phone Guy, but can't. The call hung up, and Phone Guy could not come down with the with the ball.
Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the VBBFL, we are going to overtime. And so, what does this mean? We really haven't discussed this, but I'm just
we literally have not discussed what overtime is going to be like.
So okay, so this is my proposal. I go, whether or not I score or not, you will have a chance to respond.
Yep.
And then after those 2 tries, whoever has the most points, wins. And if they don't, if no one is if it's still tied, then we keep going. Essentially,
yeah, we're not.
It just goes back. It just goes back and forth essentially until one person actually wins. All right.
Cool.
All right. Fun times ahead, folks. Let's go.
Uncharted territory.
Mansfield Weavers take the first shot in overtime, and that's 11.
Okay. That's 10.
Okay, so advantage. That's a nat 20.
There you go.
So Mansfield. All right, Mario's got his hat back. Cappy is no longer part of it. It's all just a free for all now. Mario throws it deep to Sonic. The connection that needed to happen in the first place, it happens. They go deep, and it is a touchdown for Mansfield. So now it is 14, or it's 2014. But I will kick it just to see what happens here. That is an 18. So that is good. So 21-14. Escondido needs to score to keep this going.
Let's see what happens. That's a 6.
That's a 6. That's a 20.
Okay. That is a nat 1.
Mansfield Weavers is going to win it. What happens?
Well, I need to figure out who gets injured first.
Oh shit! That's right. It was your third nat 1. I'm not gonna change the stats though.
No,
because we
no,
don't
it's
need
fine.
to.
but just for lore, I want to see who goes out and just how this would have affected the team. So that's gonna be 12. So that's our kicker.
That would have been Shante.
For some reason, Shante comes on out, and I guess gets passed to, and then just gets like the wind knocked out of her. Where they're like, okay, you can sit out the rest of the game because it's fucking over. Escondido does lose. I do want to see what this does to the stats.
Sure, why not? But yes, as you do the math, 21-14, that means Mansfield goes to 5-2, I believe, and then Escondido Artisans fall to 3-4 on the year. So if
that does sound accurate,
Mansfield's gonna be rooting for East Chicago and Perth Amboy to lose.
Yes, and if they do, they're in first place.
Yes, exactly. It will be alone in first place, but at the very least, Mansfield will be tied for the lead in the division.
I think that with Shante out, this becomes one of the worst teams in the league.
Okay, so what's...
Because it's a 6 on offense.
Okay.
It's a 2 on defense, which isn't that bad, but for a defensive stat, you'd kind of want it to be higher if you want to invest in a positive defense stat.
Yeah.
And then a -8 ball handling.
Woof. Woof. We haven't seen a ball handling that bad yet.
No, I mean, Phoenix City's almost there.
Phoenix City's almost there, yeah. But there you go. All right, so Mansfield takes care of business. The East takes 1 win thus far in our East-West day. Yeah, let's move forward here. Anaconda Mountaineers at East Chicago Blacksmiths.
Kelsey, I am so sorry that I'm controlling your team.
well, here's the thing. The luck for Anaconda is turning around. They're in good shape with the ball handling. And the offense and defense aren't great, but I think it can compete with the Chicago Blacksmiths, which is, a lot of these stats are similar. I would say maybe the only fluctuations are really the offense is better for East Chicago and the ball handling is better for Anaconda.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And ball handling is a premier stat here. So that's what's good. That's what's good for Anaconda here. All right, so you start us off here.
Yeah, let's go. I guess -2. That is a 0.
Oh. All right. Well, that's a start. That's not 20.
That's a nat 20, so.
All right. Already off to a good start, Anaconda. No. All right. So what was supposed to happen here?
Well, Chaz McFreely, after his good graces last game, gets the start for this one.
Yes.
And just he throws an interception.
Kelsey, what did you have an emo called Ginger Power? It's so weird.
I wonder if it's I don't know if it's a global emote or not.
I'm guessing it is, because I don't think Kelsey's subscribed to anyone on Twitch. But anyways, all right. So that's Chaz McFreely's back to his shit.
Yep. Back on his bullshit.
Back to his bullshit here. But East Chicago will now take the ball and see what they can do with it in their first drive. That is an 18.
Okay. By the way, Kelsey, this is Jess's team, so I don't know how angry you do want to get.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's a 14, so you get advantage.
Oh yes. 16.
Okay. And that's a 5.
All right. Anaconda, or excuse me, East Chicago. East Chicago gets the score here. I if there's a bit that I'm gonna lean into here, I want to use the shit out of Toad and Wallaby here. So, Robin's gonna hand it off to Toad, and Toad, his vest flying through the wind, is just gonna zoom down the. Actually, he's actually in like the carts, the old school carts from like the older Mario Kart games. And he just zooms into the end zone. So and he gets the score, and then Bayonetta, our voguing queen, is here to kick it in here. Bayonetta's 4, okay, and that's a 20.
That's good.
So looking as beautiful as ever, Bayonetta it does a very stylish kick through the uprights, and it is good. So that means it is 7-0. East Chicago Blacksmith.
East Chicago. All right.
Next up, Anaconda. End of the first quarter. Excuse me.
First quarter. That is a dirty 1. Not good offense rolls.
Yeah, and that's 16.
Okay. Well, that's a 12.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'll take that.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's a 7. You got it.
That's 7. That's the score. All right. So Chaz McFreely is tied up on the bench, and Commander Shepard's going to come in and throw a bomb pass to Isabel, actually. Isabel was working so hard on all the New Year's plans that she finally made it to the game and just came in and was able to catch the ball super well and get into the end zone.
Yeah, I hope that like Isabel doesn't blow up from catching a bomb.
I give that a 4 out of 10.
God damn it! I missed the mark.
All right, and Boomer, the only kicker on the team since Neil was released, is going to come in.
Yes.
And the perfect kick that you have ever seen. It's one of those moments when like someone gets punched in an anime where he kicks the ball. His foot is touching the ball, but it like pauses there for a little bit, and then the ball just whoosh, goes through the uprights.
Love it. Boomer is just like Boomer has like you don't see it because he's wearing his pilot cap, but he's just like that spiky anime hair is just surging right now.
Yeah,
because of his amazing kicking skills. There you go. It is 7-0. After the first quarter. All right. East Chicago looks to reclaim the lead here. Let's see what happens. That is a 12 to start things out.
Okay. And that's a 3.
All right, so advantage. That is a 15.
Okay, versus a 6.
All right, East Chicago gets the score. All right, it's Waldy's turn. Waldy is going to be the bandana variant of the Waldy, and Robin's gonna hand it off again, and it's gonna the football is gonna be speared by the Waldy, and Waldy is going to run down the field with it speared into the end zone, and the ball is now deflated, and Roger Goodell has opened an investigation. But regardless, it is now Bayonetta's turn to get some points. And that is a 13.
Very
Once
nice.
again, Bayonetta even spins and then kicks. It's super impressive, super style points, and a little bit of an overdoing it a bit. But regardless, the kick is in. So 14-7 East Chicago.
Kelsey, I regret to inform you that ties don't exist.
Yeah. We wanted to get rid of ties in this league. It sadly still exists in the NFL.
Yeah.
All right, Anaconda, last drive of the first half here.
All right. I don't know why I put that in the Twitch chat. That's a dirty one.
Just look, you've opened up the inner workings of our operation.
Now they know how
here.
things work.
They realize it's not real tie. No. All right, so that's a 6. So that is disadvantage.
Disadvantage. That is a nat 1 for me.
All right. Well, I'll roll for posterity's sake.
Yep.
That's a 6. All right. So yeah, you screwed it. What happens though?
Yeah. So Commander Shepard is still in the game. And he throws a pass to someone dressed like a Yoshi.
It's the pregnant pause. And what's happening with this dressed up Yoshi here?
Who do you think it is?
I have a few guesses, but I wanna take it away from the audience here.
Let's chat him freely, of course. He comes in and is dressed up like a teammate for some reason.
All right.
And doesn't catch the ball. No, you know what? He tries to use his tongue, but his tongue isn't as long as yours. So
it's like he's trying to. It's like he's sticking out his tongue to lick a snowflake almost,
yeah.
but it's a fucking football and you can't fucking reach it.
He gets a football in his face. Like, what did he think was going to happen?
Yeah, it just didn't work out. You don't have the tongue flexibility that Yoshi does. You fucking idiot. All right, so there you go. Anaconda fails to score there. East Chicago could look to build a little bit of a cushion here.
Yeah.
Cushion for the push. All right, 12.
That's 4.
Okay. And that is an 18.
It's pretty nice. And that is another natural 1
Jesus
on my end.
Fucking Christ. All right. You poor soul. All right. East Chicago scores. All right. So, all right. This time, Lee and Kawada, we have a little bit of a trick play thing going on here. But not quite trick play, but we're gonna have a substitution here. Sakura is gonna be in the game. Ooh. As Leon Kawada is going to get that Danganronpa connection going, throwing it to Sakura, and Sakura, just with how tall and beefy she is just going to let the defenders try to tackle her, and it's not going to happen. She just waltzes into the end zone, and it's real freaking easy for East Chicago.
Hell yeah.
And Bayonetta's going to try to kick once again. Bayonetta has brought out is it like a now much more performative costume here? and all that jazz is playing over the loudspeaker. And that's a 10. Oh, it works.
Just barely.
It's around the bum 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 kick and all that jazz. All right, there you go. Little show tunes for this football league right now. And there you go. So that is 21-7 at the end of the first half here. East Chicago looking good, but Anaconda has 3 chances here to respond and get back in it. Let's see what Anaconda does to start things out.
Let's see what they do. That's going to start out with a 2, so not great.
Not great, but
the rolls are not treating me well.
Yeah, that's a 17. Disadvantage.
Oh, that's a 14.
Oh yeah, it looks good. Looks good. That's a 12. You're good.
That's good.
All
right, we're
back
all
in
good.
it a little bit.
All right, Commander Shepard is going to be chased down a little bit, but Zargo's going to get a nice block, and Commander Shepard's actually going to take this one for more of a run than usual, and then after he gets tackled, just a quick to Lydia, and Lydia scores.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And all right, so then Boomer's
going to come back out and kick. And that was another good kick. Gets right on through.
What a legend.
Boomer.
Boomer the kicker.
Yep.
All right, 21-14. And you look into the audience, and Kelsey's favorite villager, Sprinkle, is cheering on the Anaconda Mountaineers. So we have the whole Animal Crossing, the thing going on for Kelsey right now and her Anaconda Mountaineers. All right, East Chicago Blacksmiths start off here, looking to get away from this team a little bit. That's a 14 to start things off.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay, so that means advantage. Wow, that is a 16. Wait, yeah, 16?
and that's a 13.
All right, East Chicago keeps piling it on here. They're looking to run the ball even more here. But this time Sable's gonna take the ball. Sable's gonna run the ball a bit. And we're gonna say that Jigglypuff is gonna try to tackle Sable, but then Jigglypuff gets stuck in the quills of Sable and is gonna deflate. And so a deflated Jigglypuff attached to Sable's quills as Sable runs into the end zone. It's a really disturbing,
horrible.
It's a horrifying sight.
Horrid.
Jigglypuff's fine. They could just inflate them again, but Sable got the score. All right. So then let's see what Bayonetta does. Bayonetta's back in her usual uniform because her team's just telling her, okay, now let's just calm down, just get the kick. Oh, but it didn't work because that's a natural 1.
Oh boy!
Not only did she was so frustrated that she decided to kick the ball backwards.
Okay.
So that was a no good kick. So that means that Anaconda could get 2 stops and get 2 scores, and if they get the kicks, then they're in. They win the game. So, but they need last chance. This is the
last drive of the third.
Yeah, this is the last drive of the third, and they need this.
They need to score here.
Yep.
That's a 4.
Okay. And that's a nat 20.
That is a nat 20, in fact.
Yeah, so that means Anaconda is going to lose this game. What were you going to attempt to do here?
Commander Shepard's going to try to throw the ball to Ulrun, but someone picks it off. Who is it?
We're going to say it's Empoleon, but Empoleon's going to kind of bat it down because the thing doesn't have hands to grip it. So it's
it's got those finger things.
Oh, okay, yeah. So all right. So then the Pokemon got it.
Cool.
Empoleon got it. And there you go, 27-14. So the best that they could do is at least try to close the gap in some capacity. I'm sorry, Kelsey. East Chicago. Let's see what more damage they do. we have to play out an entire quarter of nothing. But it's a matters towards the score to the tiebreakers at least. So if you're here for the tiebreakers,
it does. You got an 8. I got a dirty 1.
Yes. Okay. So then I have advantage.
Yep.
That is an 11.
Versus a 12. So Anaconda does get the stop.
There you go. All right. So now the defense shows up after it doesn't matter anymore. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that they're gonna hand it off to Toad again. But Toad gets stopped by who here?
It's gonna be Sander Cohen.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna see Sander Cohen and he's gonna shit his pants. And
God, I saw like a terminal montage. I saw a terminal montage video where it was like it terminal montage like has kind of entertaining videos, but they're still in that like just hyper energy like literally hyper sense of humor.
Yeah.
That just shit happens so fast that Mario like picks up a Toad asking where the princess is, and the Toad literally has shit in his pants.
Oh,
and it's not explained. It's the dumbest thing. And that made me not want to watch any more of his videos ever. That one joke. Because it was just so gross.
It's just the animation of the shit. It's just like a little gross. All right. So Anaconda has one last drive. Let's see if they can close the gap here.
Yep. Point total still important. That's going to be a 7.
All right. And that's Nate, so disadvantage.
All right. That is wish that was a 20. But I'll take a 15.
Okay. And that's a 17, so Anaconda does not get the score.
Nope. Going to be a handoff to Lydia, but Lydia really just can't get it done this time.
Yeah. Yeah, and this has nothing to do with Chaz now. This is now everything's just falling
this
apart.
Is the team's just not in sync right now.
Yeah. There you go. All right, and one last drive for good measure for East Chicago. Cap it off. Look, after we have our first overtime, we needed to have a clunker. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that's 19.
That is my third nat 1.
Okay, so once again, you're gonna do the calculation, but I'm not
for the last goddamn play of the game.
For the last play of the game, but yeah.
No! It's Isabel.
Alright, let's try not to give Isabel a devastating injury here. You're in charge, though, so it's up to you.
Alright, so Isabel is helping to play defense. It's kind of like all the competent players on deck to try to just, like, get a stop.
Yeah.
And Isabel comes in, and, God, I don't even know what to do to her. Like, Boomer, we gave a paper cut.
Yeah, we really did. Like, we're hurting the Animal Crossing characters, and I don't feel good about that.
No, I think Isabel just like trips and like scuffs her knee a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like you can see like it's bloody. Like the skin got rough, but it's like nothing serious.
Anything associating any Animal Crossing character with blood is just very sad.
Not great.
It's very sad.
It sounds awful.
All right. Well, Isabel, so Isabel just got like a boo-boo on the knee, and it's all good. Yeah. So I'll say that East Chicago. Okay. So whoops! I went to the wrong screen there.
Oh.
So East Chicago, yeah. So Waddle Dee just kind of was zooming past Isabel, and Waddle Dee got his second score of the day, and so Toad and Waddle Dee ended with 2 scores each, I believe, yeah, there you go. So then we'll just kick one last field goal for good measure, and that's a 13. Bayonetta back in her performance mood, and caps off a 20-point victory for East Chicago. There you go.
That's a sizable victory.
Yes, and East Chicago and Mansfield now both make sure that going into Week 8 there is going to be a tie on top of the East Division, and Anaconda falls to 1-6. we are now going to take a brief break. Um, well, actually, no, we're going to be sitting here and talk. So I'll do the preparing next game screen here. So what's going on in the world of VBB and also beyond? So this week is wildcard round. We're super excited. We're super excited to get to talk NFL football. But along with that, we have a new set of streams that are going to be coming to you guys. And right now, I'm thinking it's going to be Fridays. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm gonna say it's going to probably be Friday nights. And all it is gonna be me. Maybe I'm hoping that you could join Matt, but I don't know.
I don't see why I wouldn't be.
Yeah. And whoever else wants to join. And we are gonna just sit and we're just gonna watch as Smash players as we do like Smash simulations, but these Smash simulations are supposed to be representations of the mascots of these NFL teams that will be making the playoffs. And so we're basically simulating the playoffs through the Super Smash Bros. And we're just pretending that the mascots are beating each other out. But it's great. It's a fun time. And we're gonna on Wednesday's pod we're going to assign the Smash character to the NFL team essentially. So you don't want to miss that. That's gonna be a lot of fun to assign that, and I want to make sure my capture card's working because ultimately that's gonna hinge on the whole stream working. If not, we'll just report the results. But I don't see why not. I think the capture card should work out. Regardless, beyond that, so the VBB is entering the postseason phase of things. We had a very fun week, past few weeks. Table Party had we did a whole holiday edition of the Table Party, which we labeled Deck the Mall. Deck the Mall.
Yep. Deck them all.
Deck them all, and it was a lot of fun. We all played different characters. It's completely different from the arc that we had been we have been doing with Humanity. That will return at some point. But for now, we did this Deck them all over 2 episodes, and it was a lot of fun. Completely new characters. Matt plays a reindeer.
That was fun.
I play a snowman.
You play snowman.
Yep. And and then. For we did the gaming coop this past week as well. It was a 2020 best of 2020 for at least the games that people enjoyed to play. We had a nice discussion about Animal Crossing, which was our closing game. We had speaking of Smash characters, we assigned Smash characters various different superlatives in our mid segment, which that was chaotic.
That was wild.
And then we talked Among Us and Legends of Runeterra, and we had some games from that were released prior to 2020 that we talked about, like Super Mario Odyssey and Final Fantasy 14. So if you're interested in any of those games or just want to listen to us talk about that, that came out on New Year's Eve. So go ahead and check your podcast, your wherever you listen to podcasts for that episode. Yeah. So that's the gist for the previews. I have to go use the little footballers room. Can you provide any filler while I go do so?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, go ahead and perform or something. I don't know. I trust your judgment on it. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, so rather than play my guitar, because I don't want to play anything copyrighted, because, DMCA bullshit, I'm going to just go on my phone and read off some shit. So this is a meme called Florida Dentist Are Truly Something, with a sign that says, if you use methamphetamines, crystal meth, crank, speed, glass tweak, yaba, within 12 hours of a dental appointment, you need to tell us because dental anesthetic will kill you, which I thought was interesting. There's a picture of a chihuahua on 8 total cheeseburgers. So what do? Your girl this like that when she you see till her friend, not him cooking probably. This is mildly blasphemous, but in the Toy Story universe, do baby Jesus figurines from nativity sets think they're actually Jesus, or are they just babies? Zack Snyder says his 4-hour Justice League film will likely get an R rating due to violence and profanity. This movie is insane. There's one scene where Batman drops an F bomb. Let's see. Me turns off fan so it's easier to hear others. Everyone else in the helicopter. Under our Mesopotamia, I fucking hate farming. The hunter gatherers stand around my fields and shout, "Go, wheat boy, go!" What do you think Doofenshmirtz's reputation is among the background dancers he's always bringing in? There's this eccentric pharmacist who lives in a penthouse and likes to put on musical theater for his pet duck. It's a weird gig, but he pays on time and he's very professional during rehearsal. Even fate picks its favorites is such a raw fucking line, so it's no surprise that it comes from the cinematic masterpiece Megamind 2010. What? Like a disabled protagonist? How would that even work? How could someone with a disability be the hero of an action show? Local anime trash boy wonders while sitting next to his box sets of Full Metal Alchemist, showing no hint of irony or self awareness. Redemption arc this and redemption arc that. Where's an arc where the hero gets morally corrupted by a villain and switches sides and becomes an even bigger threat as a result? Where's my bastardization arc?
What?
Consider hero bastardization and villain redemption within the same work, so that by the end they've entirely switched sides and roles. I'm so sick of people being like, I wish there was a story where insert something that definitely already happened in Megamind.
Huh. Wow.
Have you ever seen Megamind, Chris?
Um, I think I did, but like a while ago,
Okay.
a long time ago.
It does not deserve, well, I shouldn't say it doesn't deserve, but like it is so much better of a movie than anyone would have expected it to be.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. Yeah, I think just generally I feel like there's a lot of movies that kind of get like just pushed under the rug just because of how ridiculous the idea is. I mean, because people say like the original Boss Baby movie wasn't even that bad. Like at least I don't know. I hear Walsh say that it wasn't that bad.
I still don't want to watch it.
Yeah, just because the concept is so absurd.
The only reason I would is if I was doing an entire like DreamWorks movie viewing.
Right. No, I get that completely.
And even then, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Shrek, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train a Dragon, and nothing else.
Yeah.
And Megamind.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
Fuck. I dropped my pick inside my guitar. I finally made it. As a guitar player.
All right, there you go. All right, let's move forward here. It's time
to get my pick out.
Let me preview the game meanwhile. All right, so it's Phoenix City Phoenixes at Brainerd Paladins. So the Paladins are 2-4. This is a team that has, just generally speaking, has been, kind of like they seemed like they were off to a nice start in the beginning, and then they lost 3 straight games, then pulled off a big upset win over Perth Amboy, and then lost to Weatherford. So now they're looking to bounce back here against Phoenix City Phoenixes, who got their first win a few weeks back, and is coming off of a loss to Mansfield, the Mansfield Weavers. Granted, that was a close loss to the Weavers. So we'll see what happens. Are you all good now?
Yeah, I got it out.
Okay. sounds good. All right, so Brainerd is going to start things off here. Let's get going here. I like that this is the same stats as East Chicago, so I don't have to change anything here. 21 points to start out the first drive.
Oh boy, that's not good with Phoenix City's stats.
Yeah, the defense with defense -6. That's ooh, not good.
That's gonna be a -4.
Oh boy. Okay, so that has advantage. And that's a 10. There's a chance.
That is also a 10.
Okay, but what we usually say is that the attacker gets...
Does go to the attacker.
Yeah, so the attacker is Brainerd in this instance, so Brainerd gets the score. It's a tight one, though.
Yep.
The Mewtwo is going to be in. He's going to hand it off to Green Ninja. Green Ninja is going to run it down the field. And it barely is going to almost get knocked out of his hands by Dig Dug with his little spear. But unfortunately, did not work out for Phoenix City. So Brainerd Paladins get the score. Green Ninja scores. All right. And weirdly enough, Eggman nowhere to be found. So
oh no, that's scary.
Whoops, I forgot. So Chun-Li is gonna go here, and that's 13. So very nice. A good start here, for the Brainerd Paladins. All right, Phoenix City.
What if they did a crossover with Chun-Li from Street Fighter and
Chun-Li? I apologize.
Chun-Li and Chum-Li from Pawn Stars.
Huh. You make me think.
That's a 23 on offense.
Okay. And that's a 17. So
okay,
you got the advantage.
My advantage is 0.
Woof. Yeah, it's a 13.
Yep.
Phoenix City does not get it. What did they try to do?
So Steve, I think I figured out one of the problems is that Steve doesn't talk, so it's hard for him to relay what he wants to do with his offense. So there's some miscommunication. So like everyone thinks he's gonna throw the ball to Dry Bones, but then it goes to Peabody, just hits Peabody in the back. Because Peabody didn't think he was getting the ball.
Yeah. All Steve knows how to do is just go ooh.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he knows. That's all he knows.
Right.
So the communication's terrible. So that's the result there for the Phoenix City. All right. So then Brainerd gets to try to pad it early.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
14.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, baby. Let's go. Phoenix City's defense actually does show up here. We're going to say that, Mewtwo's coming back out here and is looking to throw it to Diddy Kong. But what happens here, Matt?
Spadow happens.
Spadow explodes Diddy Kong. And it kind of has like the look of like a player actually accidentally getting bonked on the head in like Super Sluggers. Yeah, so basically he just gets stunned and the ball falls down on the ground. Does not work out. So there you go. So nice stop there by Phoenix City. They have the ball to start the second quarter.
All right, let's see what happens. That will be a 27 to start.
Jesus Christ.
They almost always get advantage, but they can never do anything with it.
The offense is insane, but that's a nat 20.
That is a nat 20.
So, there you go. That is the end of that drive. Real quick,
Yep.
What did Phoenix City attempt to do here?
Steve actually completed his pass to Peabody this time.
Yes.
But Peabody was tackled and lost a fumble. To, let's say, Kratos.
Yeah. Kratos comes in, knocks him down. adds it to the god counter, even though Kratos just adds anyone he kills to the god to his like the amount of gods he killed. You know, like he just gonna take any win that he can and count it towards his total. So there you go. Kratos gets the fumble, and there you go. So still 7-0. Brainerd gets one last drive before the first half ends.
Alrighty.
17.
Nat 1.
Oh my fuck. Oh my god.
I'm going for a record, I guess.
I guess so, man. This is getting there.
That's number 7.
That is number 7 indeed. Hold on one second here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay, so we actually have some news on the NFL front, but nothing that's too surprising. The Jets are expected to part ways with Coach Adam Gase following the game on Sunday.
Wait, before or after?
After.
Okay, all right.
Yes. So
I was gonna be like, just let him do the last one.
Well, just let him play it, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
On Saturday? On Saturday before the game? Yeah, so just that is just a quick reaction from us. Like, okay, cool. Not surprising. Next, all right. So this is I have to give my scenario. What happens here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna say that Jesse Faden comes out. Jesse Faden is going to throw it. Let's say is going to throw it to Faith Connors. Faith Connors is going to appear to be like running in the air, and people are like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Turns out King Boo was carrying her the entire time, and Faith Connors lands in the end zone.
Very nice.
So there you go. And so that is a score. And once again, Eggman's just not there, so we're just gonna keep on going with Chun-Li.
Okay.
Not sure what's going on there. Oh, actually, that was supposed to be a +4, but regardless, that is a 23.
So good.
Looking good. And that is a score. So, that very nice kick. All right.
Yeah.
So they got 14-0.
All right, let's see if we can get a score here. That's going to be a 14.
Yeah, this is closing out the first half.
Yep.
Wait, what was it? Oh, yeah. Like, I'm forgetting my defensive thing. Whoops, I rolled it twice by accident. That was an 8.
Yep.
So that was advantage.
All right, advantage is going to give me a 2.
Okay. And then a 14.
See, part of this is the -6, but part of it is just me getting super bad rolls.
Yeah. It's a bad mix of things.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Phoenix City does not get a score this half. What was the attempt here?
I think the attempt was to hand the ball off to play this time, and try to run it like he decides to run like straight through Brainerd defenders, but obviously that doesn't work out very well because Heavy is one of them.
Yes, Heavy just like he Heavy shoots and Steve is just like turning red each time a bullet hits, and he just runs away. So there you go.
There we go.
So that's 14-0
At the half.
And Brainerd is now going to keep on piling on here, or try to at least. 19.
Nice roll. That's a 6.
Okay, so advantage. That's 16.
And that's a 9.
All right, Brainerd gets another score here. We're gonna say Jesse Faye's gonna come out again, and this time, we're gonna say that the Thwomp is actually gonna lie down, and Jesse Faye's gonna have some extra elevation, here to throw a nice big pass all the way to the end zone. we're gonna say Rob. Rob just kind of Rob. I know. I think Rob's an offensive lineman, but regardless,
Yep.
Rob's gonna be down the field. All offensive lineman drive here. Bless you.
Thank you.
Rob is gonna catch it in his little claws, and is gonna score a touchdown. And then all of a sudden, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade style fucking like balloons, floats, and everything comes through, and Eggman is standing on top of the float dressed as Santa Claus. And it is just the hypest fucking scene as he just comes strolling in with his big old boots, and he's about to kick a extra point here.
This better be worth it.
As a marching band music plays in the background here. Oh no, it's
all
left.
That fanfare for a 6.
All that Eggman then takes a trumpet from one of the marching band players and starts beating the shit out of the marching band.
Oh god. Jeez. You know what's funny is that we're doing this in the middle of the PlayStation Fiestival, like another thing that is combining video games and football, and there are fucking PlayStation characters, cardboard cutouts in the stands.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that. I have it on, but I haven't really looked up at it that much. There you go. All right, so then that is the new score there. 20-0. Phoenix City needs all the stops and all the scores.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But when is it ever for this team?
It's only been once.
Yep. That's a 27.
Okay. That's a 3. So advantage.
And my advantage is -2 because I can't roll any ball handling checks above the number 8 for some reason.
Yeah, that's a 14. So that's
like
game over. Game over.
Game fucking over, Phoenix City. What do you even do? Like try to throw the ball to Kamek, but Eggman's performance was just so sad that the Christmas spirit is gone. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah. Something's there. I'm not too sure. All right. So that was the scenario you concocted.
That was it. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Just making sure. All right. So then, Phoenix City is out of the game, and Brainerd will now keep on piling on. It is the end of the third quarter at this point. That is a 15.
All right. That's an 11.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
That is a nat 1. With your advantage, though, you do get a 3.
Okay. Nat 1 for me.
And I get a 5. So they do get a stop.
Hey, Phoenix City, something's working.
Yeah.
Something's working there. All right. I'm going to say that Mewtwo's going to come out. It's going to go through a ball. And what happens?
I'm going to say that Donkey Kong is helping fill in on defense because they need some more bodies, and he's going to like beat his chest, and that's just going to distract the offensive player.
Mewtwo's enamored by
by Donkey Kong's large beating chest.
Yes. Did we just ship Mewtwo and Donkey Kong?
We may have.
We may have, folks. We may have. All right, so that's that. That's the end of the third quarter. We have a whole quarter to play of nothingness. Here we go, Phoenix City.
All right. See, I love rolling the +12, but I only get to do it once each time I'm up. That's a 21.
Yeah. That's a 7.
Yeah, like it's just like yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But then ball handling comes around, and I can roll a nat 20 for once.
There you go, my dude. There you go. So that's good. Phoenix City. What does Phoenix City do to get a score?
So, actually, Kratos is going to just blitz Steve, but Piranha Plant is right there and like chomps around Kratos' leg, so Steve has a lot more time to throw. Gets it past to Dry Bones, and Dry Bones is kind of able to like just clank his way into the end zone.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
So then, and then we gotta have Blaziken come out.
Yeah, Blaziken's gonna come out and kick. Who cares at this point? Blaziken is a +3. And it's a successful kick, just barely, but it's in there. Gets in there.
Yeah, there you go. So then that's 20-27. This, I mean, if all goes well for Phoenix City there in this quarter, it could look like a one-score game when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
All right, so Brainerd will look to make sure that it doesn't turn out that way. We're playing for Las Vegas right now for the people, for the bettors. And yeah, there you go, Nat 1.
Nat 1.
That's my second Nat 1 of this game.
I've only had one this game so far.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, that's pretty good. All right, so Brainerd fails here. Yeah, Jesse Faden comes out. It's gonna try again with Diddy Kong. Tries to throw it deep to Diddy Kong, but something is in their way.
Dig Dug is there.
Yeah, Dig Dug just fucking forks them, and then blows up like pumps up the football with air, and then has it blow up.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, there you go. So then Phoenix City could maybe close the gap, maybe.
Let's see what happens.
Just for its last drive of the game.
They get a 17.
Okay, good start here. That's a 5.
Whoop. Copied the wrong thing. It's an 8.
Okay. And that's a 7. You scored.
7. All right. Phoenix City, really close.
Yeah, that was a close game. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So Play is going to take a direct snap and just run the ball in after some nice drives.
There you go. And you want to kick it? Close it
yeah.
up?
Let's kick it. I like Blaziken, so
yeah. Give Blaziken some shine.
Time to shine. That was not a moment of shining though. Hits the upright, bounces off.
Yeah. Well, it's still
no good.
Yeah, at least it's still a 7-point game when it's all said and done. That is a 20-13. That is the final score. I just want to look at the other scores this far. All right. Yeah, there you go. So Phoenix City gets
the loss,
blown out again, or almost blown out, but then comes back and loses by a smaller margin. Brainerd is the one that wins here. They move to 3-4. Phoenix City Phoenixes fall to 1-6. So there you go. Okay. And with that, folks, it is time for the prime time game with the Weatherford Sheriffs at the Perth Amboy Privateers. This is
a big one.
This is a big one. 2 teams sitting on top of their respective divisions. Perth Amboy is being chased hard by Mansfield and East Chicago, who both got their wins today. Weatherford has a little bit of room, but wants to keep that gap right now.
Yeah, Perth Amboy falls to 3rd if they lose today.
Yeah, so that's insane.
That's not where they want to be.
That's not where we expected them to be. That's for sure.
No.
But yeah, big game here. Let's see what happens. Weatherford is up first.
Gonna start us off with a nat 20.
Oh boy! Whoa! I didn't even need to copy anything. There you go. All right. Well,
you still gotta roll. You still gotta roll in case of nat ones.
Yeah.
But right away, Samus is gonna set the pace. Throw
7.
a pass to Crash. It is the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, so Crash is going to be Crash is going to be very heavily featured today. He got a spot on fucking ESPN last night. He's very excited. So
are we saying that canonically this is the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl?
No, I meant that it's going on right now.
Yeah, right as we speak. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but Crash very excited about that fact. Gets the ball, just kind of spins his way into the end zone.
Yeah, there you go. I was showing the Perth Amboy screen. I meant to show the Weatherford screen. There you go. There's your roster. You're gonna kick it to start out.
Yeah, we're going to kick it. Joker's going to come on out with his +4. Let's see how he does. And just the right amount of flash to get that kick in.
There you go. Yeah, and ultimately, overall, it feels like the kickers have the most personality of this league.
Yeah.
Knowing us was not a surprise in any way.
Nope.
Shape or form. There you go. Weatherford is up early
Perth Amboy's
here.
up. Yeah.
And now Perth Amboy is looking to respond. Let's see what happens here. That's a 3.
And that is a 10.
Okay. It's a disadvantage here.
Disadvantage, but a great ball handling stat.
Yeah, 16.
Versus my 4.
Okay, Perth Amboy gets the score here. We're going to have... the Prince of Cosmos is actually going to use Kirby as a Katamari. Kirby is going to get rolled and is going to pick up everyone on the team, and everyone is going to score the touchdown. A true team effort.
Yeah.
And that is going to lead to Miss Pac-Man, who unsticks herself on the Katamari to kick the football. And that is good.
Nice.
So that is a tied game to start things off. Weatherford gets the last drive of the first quarter.
Let's see what happens. That will be a 7 to start us off.
Okay. That's a 0. So
there we go. That's a 17.
Oh, that's 11. I don't know why I did that twice. That's 11.
Yeah, that one does not count.
Yeah, we won't count that net one.
Nope.
That just got rolled.
All right, so another good drive. This one is actually going to be a very run heavy with Singed going. And then Singe is running the ball super well, and then gets a pass into the end zone to end the drive off.
Very nice. Singe has become a big player on this team.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Kick or?
I think that this is going to be a very high scoring game in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to go for 2 just yet.
Okay.
I think that's like later on, out of desperation, maybe a go for 2 situation.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's a wonderful kick by Joker.
Yeah, there you go. 14-7. There you are. All right. Perth starts off the second quarter. 6.
11.
All right. Well, we got ball handling though. And that is a 22
versus my 2. So nice work.
So Perth Amboy. Oh god, that is a broken ass team right here with the ball handling. All right. This time, so they're having trouble getting out of the Katamari.
Yeah.
So Sly Cooper is going to sneakily get his legs onto the ground and then run the Katamari into the end zone. So everyone scores again, but really it's Sly Cooper.
Interesting tactic.
Yeah. So there you go. That is that, and now Pac-Man once again. Mrs. Pac-Man will look to build on that. On the good kick earlier. Oh no! Not this time.
All right.
It goes wide right. So unfortunately, it is. They're 1 point down.
Yeah. All right. Last drive for Weatherford for the half. It's gonna start with a 16.
16. Okay. Oh, come on. There you go. That's a 14, so advantage.
Okay. That's a 19.
That's a 6. You're good.
Okay. All right. Trace is gonna get the pass to her this time, and is about to get tackled, but then she goes back in time a little bit because that's what she can do, and then runs around the defender to get into the end zone.
Neat wheat.
Yeah.
All right. So that is.
We're going to kick again.
Kick again. Okay.
Especially since that kick was lost. That's gonna be an 18. Joker's on fire today. He's probably gonna start now that he's gotten comfortable. He's probably gonna start voguing a little bit more.
Yes. Vogue, you must.
But he didn't want to be too out there right away.
No,
just in case it didn't work.
Of course. No, I get it. He's just slightly more humble than Bayonetta, maybe just a bit. All right, so then that's 21-13. Perth Amboy is down, but is looking to come back here. This is the last drive of the first half. 0.
Not great. It's an 11. For
Okay.
defense.
That's a natural 1 in there, but
That sure is.
That doesn't count.
Well, no, you had disadvantage.
Oh shit, you were right.
Right. So that does count. And I also
right.
got a nat 20 on top of that.
Okay, well, all right. So it fell apart for Perth Amboy a bit there. We're gonna say that everyone's still stuck in the Katamari. We're gonna say that Big Boss has gone into football and is gonna try to like hand it off to Octodad to try to like use his suction cups to pull the Katamari like towards the end zone. But unfortunately, Octodad can't get to like he's like on the top of the ball, so he can't really get to the bottom of the field. And it's just not working. It's an absolute clusterfuck, quite literally. It's not working out. Not working out right now for Perth Amboy. And that's how we end off the first half. 21-13. Weatherford.
Perth Amboy needs to step up on defense here.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see what Weatherford does. That will be another nat 20.
Wow. Wow.
And our nat 20s go to Crash. Crash is having a career game today. Gets another like just bomb touchdown. They come from Kangaroo Stadium and Crash is a Bandicoot, of course, but they're both Australian. So even though we're not playing in Kangaroo Stadium, that spirit is still within him.
Yes, yeah. The Australian has carried through. The Outback is the sponsor at today's game. All right. So gotta kick it. Go for 2.
We're gonna kick.
All right.
That's a 13. That's good.
All right.
Joker kind of like he moonwalked out. And then like had his hand up by his mask, and then like pulled his arm away and his leg back at the same time, and then kicked it through.
Yeah. Wow.
It wasn't that well choreographed, but it still went through, so it's fine. No
it looks smooth,
Yeah.
Regardless. And Perth Amboy needs to get like 3 or 2 stops and score a lot here.
Score a ton.
Score a lot. So let's see if they could get the scoring going here in any sort of fashion. That's a -1. I keep on doing it twice. I don't know why.
Why?
It's -1. It's
That's
-1. That's a 9. So then now we go twice and disadvantage. That's another nat.
That's another nat 1. Oh, Perth Amboy.
They're not out of it yet, but it's looking bad.
Oh no.
Weatherford. All right. So our Perth Amboy. We're gonna say that Zelda's gonna try like some magic to break it up. The prince really doesn't know what to do. The prince is actually the only one that's on the outside of the Katamari, just being like, I've never done this before. Usually my dad kind of like takes it apart or just turns everything into a star. So I don't know what to do here. And Zelda's trying some magic to break apart the whole thing, and it just doesn't work, and ultimately the clock runs out on their possession. So it's right back to Weatherford here.
All right. Man. I wonder how Walsh is going to react. Like, he changed a member of his team and now he keeps losing.
Yeah. I think he put a little too much stock on the ball handling is the thing.
Yeah. Like
a little too much.
But his stats even didn't really change that much though, because it was -3, -3, 6.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's the defense that's failing him.
Yeah, it's wild. That's a 21 for offense.
All right.
And like obviously dice rolls determine so much.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's a 4.
All right, I get a 21 on advantage.
And that's a 10. So that's
That
it.
will do it.
What does Weatherford do here?
Weatherford's going to give everyone's going to get a chance today. So Lucio is going to catch this touchdown from Samus, and this one was put into the arm cannon and fired off. Like the football put into Samus's arm cannon, she fired the football off. Lucio caught it and rollerbladed into the end zone.
There you go. There you go. And things are looking real hot for Weatherford right now. They're just rolling in a lot of these games here.
And another just perfect kick from Joker.
There you go.
Yeah.
35-13. Perth Amboy is out, but can try to close the gap, try to get some other points. But Perth Amboy is going to fall to third place here in the East.
Yeah, which is
such a
wild.
Such a strong start to the season. Let's see what happens here on this on their first start. This is now starting. This is the start of the fourth quarter here.
Yes.
That's a 7.
That is also 7. So straight up.
Okay. 23.
That's a pretty good roll. That's a 9.
All right, Perth Amboy gets something going. Finally, it is. It took Matt the Me to punch everyone out of the Katamari to break it up, because Matt the Me's powers is just as powerful as the king of the what's the name?
Cosmos.
Is it just the king of the cosmos?
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. And ultimately, because of that, Prince of Cosmos got put on the bench for his sticky Katamari. Big Boss is now out there. Big Boss, of course, is going to throw it to Matt the Me, who's going to score the touchdown.
Nice.
And we'll have, you know what? Screw it. Let's go for 2 here.
Why not?
Just to see if we can build on anything here. Anything whatsoever. That's a 1. That's not a good start for a disadvantage roll. That's a 1.
That's a 0, so they did it.
Oh, wow. All right. So then we're gonna say that Kirby is going to run into the end zone here, so that way he gets his own rushing touchdown this time instead of a Katamari touchdown.
Nice.
So there you go. 35-21. The score doesn't look nearly as bad anymore.
Can Weatherford get a perfect game? Well, it's not a perfect game because it would have had to have gone for 2 on everything.
Yes.
But a semi-perfect game. Scoring on every drive. We're going to start out with a 21.
That is a strong start to that. Let's see. 14.
Okay. Oh, that is a nat 1 for me. I think that's only my second one, though.
Yeah, but
I made a 19.
That's your first one, I believe, of this one.
No, I think I had another one for playing as Weatherford.
Okay, I'll put then 2 down.
Okay.
All right.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, it's fine. When that's a -2, so you're good. You got it.
It's good. Okay. Let's see. Alawi's gonna get the pass this time. They ran out of receivers to pass the ball. Oh, no, Gengar hasn't done anything yet. Gengar's going to get the handoff and just go invisible and confuse the hell out of Perth Amboy's defense. And they just see a floating football. They're like, hey, what the fuck is that? It's a football, you idiots. Tackle it. But Gengar gets into the end zone, snickers a little bit.
There you go. And kicker.
Yeah, we'll kick it.
Okay.
Make it a perfect kicking game at least.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20.
The darts.
Joker looking great today. Joker's never tried doing a backflip before, but after he makes his kick, he attempts one and kind of like stumbles a little bit, but does manage to stick the landing.
So that was 6 straight good kicks by Joker?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good job, man. That's awesome. All right. So Perth Amboy, the best they can do is 29.
Yep.
So let's see what happens here.
Could be good for point differential later on. So.
Yep. All right, that's a 5.
Okay. And that is a 14 and a nat 20 to end things off.
Yeah, that's that with the type of day Perth Amboy had, forget it. The King of Cosmos shows up and was prepared to turn the team into a stars, and then because there was not a star there, he decides to cast a rainstorm upon the stadium, and the game is rained out, and Perth Amboy is forced to forfeit the game to the Weatherford Sheriffs, but wouldn't have mattered much anyway.
Nope.
As the Weatherford Sheriffs move to 6-1 on the year, 6 straight wins, dominating the top of the West. In fact, I mean, Brainerd got a win, but they were sitting at the bottom of the or near
they were
the bottom.
Third place.
Yeah, near the bottom. So they were sitting at 3-4. Escondido's now 3-4. They have I think they've clinched the top seed at this point.
They could still, like, because there are 3 games left, so it still could end up 6-4. Teams at 6-4.
Yeah, but we have clinching scenarios next time.
Yes,
though.
next week we do have clinching scenarios.
There you go. I mean it's clinching scenarios in terms of seed because everyone's in the playoffs.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Weatherford's looking strong.
Google Sheets is being slow, so I'm doing these.
Yeah, take your time on it. And Perth Amboy, as we talked about earlier, would fall to 5-3.
4-3.
Which means that they are third place behind Mansfield and East Chicago.
I got to add up the point totals for East Chicago and Mansfield. No, I don't need to, because East Chicago had the tiebreaker and scored more points than they did this week. So East Chicago moves to first place.
There you go. East Chicago is now on top of the East after a nice win over Anaconda, with Mansfield right behind them after winning over Escondido. Then Perth Amboy at third place at 5-3, still a good record, but still a third seed.
4-3.
4-3.
We have 7 games. You can't have 5-3 in 7 games.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I feel like they were 5-0 at one point.
No, they just got to 4-0.
And have lost 3
they're on
straight.
A 3-game losing streak.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild. All right. Yeah.
All right.
So you're correct. So 5-2, and 5-2 at the top, 4-3, and of course Phoenix City sitting at the bottom at 1-6. And in the West, as we talked about earlier, 6-1 for Weatherford Sheriffs, still going strong. Had a dominant day, and then behind that. Okay, so what's the order?
I'm currently doing the tiebreaker math now.
Yeah. So Escondido and Brainerd are tied at 3-4. And one of them is going to be second place, another will be third place. 1-6 is Anaconda.
Any guesses off the top of your head who currently has the point tiebreaker?
My guess is Escondido, but I could be wrong.
You are correct.
Escondido's second place.
Escondido remains in second place, but Brainerd is right behind them. Same record, just got to overcome the point difference.
There you go. So, yeah, even with a losing record, it's always going to be intriguing to watch. So, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was week number 7. We want to thank you for tuning in and listening to this. We have a very exciting day tomorrow with the NFL, and we have wild card weekend next weekend, which is going to be loaded with 6 games. But we are looking to maybe come back with VBBFL, maybe like an early Saturday before the divisional games start. So we'll see what happens ultimately. Any parting thoughts from the wise Matt?
Well, I just hit my guitar on something, so that's fun. It's fine.
Okay.
And I can't find where I put my pick now that I got it out of the fucking guitar.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is. Nah, just I mean, we are in the new year, and I kind of went on talked about this on our last episode, but just because the year got one number bigger does not mean that all of the problems that are currently happening in the world are suddenly going to go away.
Yes.
Things are looking better, but they will not. But going back to normal is not the goal here. We need to make what is considered normal better, and that starts with making your own lives better, making sure that people around you are being taken care of, and participating in government activities to make sure that the right people who are in power to make actual change.
Boom, inspirational, inspirational stuff here, and I don't mean to downplay anything that you just said, though.
I know.
I do genuinely agree with you. Just keep trucking, folks. We'll get through it. We'll keep getting through it. We'll keep on being with you here playing imaginary football games.
I'm gonna play an awful chord now.
Great. Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
2, 3, 4. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We are the Virtual Ball Boys, coming to you from New York and Illinois. Hey, did you get the memo? Oh, VBBFL is now. So come on, let's start the show. VBB with Chris and Matt. Virtual Ball Boys has been brought to you by Team Chaos Productions. Find us on Twitter at Virtual Ball Boys and find more of our work at Team Chaos Pods.